Howdy folks, long time no see. Thanks for having me back. Louise did a wonderful job while I was away. I'm sure you'll agree. I think she's happy to be on the other side though. I'm a bit rusty, so please forgive me. Look, now last week there was I didn't actually see the report, but I have read it, a transcript of it. Some negative media on organic food, and look, I guess that's going to happen from time to time. Organic food is really starting to, take some ground out there in the marketplace. It's really not in the interests of chemical industry and most food and supermarkets, because they can't get supply is an issue, I suppose, with organic food. But it's really not in the interest of a lot of large business for organic food to continue to really develop and prosper as we would all like. So look, it's not unusual to see some negative media. There's a lot of very, very, very high quality studies out there that all show significant differences in organic food against conventional. And even the proponents of this recent study acknowledge that there are higher levels of beneficial nutrients in organic compared with non-organic foods. However, they deemed those statistics as irrelevant. For example, that beta-carotene levels were on average 53.7% higher. That's a bit irrelevant. 38.4% more flavonoids, doesn't really matter. 12.7% more proteins, who needs that? 11.3% more zinc. And they also didn't take into fact all the other elements that go beyond just the quality of the produce and the nutritional value of the produce. They didn't measure things like biodiversity, where organic farms support at least 30% more biodiversity than conventional farms. Soil microorganisms and worms and all those sorts of things are in abundance in organic farms and not present in conventional in any great degree. So there are chemical runoff into the waterways, the land, the list goes on and on. This week's produce. Zucchinis, we've got beautiful little sizes, larger pieces. Tomatoes, eating reasonably well for this time of year. Eggplants, a few skin markings. We also have the little Lebanese eggplant, beautiful little red capsicum, nice sized greens. We also have really nice Lebanese cucumbers. Beans have been fantastic. Now, fresh in from Jacob's Ladder, up at Gresford, we have some nice little Asian greens, lovely fresh silver beet. Celery bunches are on the small side. We've got the most magnificent biodynamic cauliflowers, super sweet bok choy. Now it's still roasting time. The Swedes have been an absolute delight, as have the turnips. Also lovely little beetroot to roast. Or we've got nice fresh bunches if you want to use the tops in juicing. Ginger, we're getting straight from the grower up at Butterham. It's lovely and fresh. Garlic, really giant Russian, it's a late season garlic, it's the only one to get at this time of year. Pumpkins have been superb, beautiful colour, particularly the Jap. English spinach bunches are small, lovely and fresh. Now we've got lovely little baby leeks, fresh from Mangrove Mountain. We've also got nice large leeks, also nice and local, some beautiful fresh coriander. Beautiful range of fresh potatoes. This week's special, A-grade carrots, $2.95 a kilo. Now just to highlight some of the differences between organic and conventional carrots. In the conventional world, typically what they do before they plant their crop is fumigate the soil, sterilises it, kills everything basically. Weed seeds, all the bacteria, the friendly bacteria, the good bacteria, microorganisms, the like. Basically neutral, sterile soil. Then of course they're dependent on fertilisers to get the things growing, and because you've got an imbalanced system, more prone to pests. You're looking at something like 7 applications of fungicides and herbicides throughout the growing process. Now, the big difference, of course, with organic carrots is the quality of the soil. Very important to have a healthy living soil. And the downside of that, of course, is weeding. What I guess you're paying for, to a large degree, in organic carrots is labour. Basically, they've got to walk through the fields and hand chip the weeds out. Another significant difference is, of course, post-harvest, organic carrots are not dipped in any chemical treatments, any herbicides or fungicides post-harvest, unlike many conventional growers. As many of you know, obviously from the colour, carrots, great source of beta carotene. Now beta carotene is more readily absorbed into the body. It's with oil, it's fat soluble. So a good little tip is when you're juicing is just to throw a little bit of olive oil in there and help get the absolute best out of your carrot. Of course, citrus season, we've got lots of wonderful citrus, lots of local citrus. We've got some beautiful imperial mandarins coming from Mangrove Mountain and some lovely navel oranges as well. Plenty of good lemons. Our friends at Bellingen are back harvesting, so we've got beautiful Bellingen avos, and of course our biodynamic pears. Kiwi fruit are back in from Combine. Now these are the last of the season. These are biodynamically grown kiwi fruit, nice and local. Apple season, of course, still in full swing, so we've got plenty of great apples from our preferred growers. You can't go wrong with any of them. Bananas are a little bit backwards, so they'll take probably 2 or 3 days easily to ripen. Another Butte local product from Jacob's Ladder, Davidson Plum Jam. Well worth trying, a nice native product as well. And the other great news that we got this morning, quite unexpectedly, is we've got quite a nice shipment of biodynamically grown brown rice. It's arrived this afternoon. We only found out about it this morning, and we snaffled up as much as we could, so we've got hopefully enough to get us through a couple of months. The price, as you could imagine, because you know, the Australian harvest was something like 1% of previous years. Prices are high, but we have it, and that's the main thing. We haven't had any for quite some time. Now this has grown up in the Northern Rivers, up around Casino, and don't be surprised if that becomes the major rice capital of Australia in future years. High rainfall. I remember hearing a report on Landline that quite a few farmers up there were experimenting in growing it. Obviously, water intensive crop. The Riverina, the previous major, well, the only major producer of rice in the country, is all but dry, and basically that was an artificial system anyway, or certainly manipulated by man. Whereas up there in the Northern Rivers, we've got naturally high rainfall. It seems like an environmentally sensible way to go, and perhaps a nice sustainable way to go. Anyway, we have beautiful brown rice from up there. Now, Sue, thanks for your message. You mentioned on your recent trip up the north coast that you didn't find anywhere that had as great a range as us, which is encouraging to hear. The other big thing I forgot to tell you about was our open day, 12th of September. Put that in your diary. It's Saturday, 9 AM till 3 PM. We are having a bit of a mini fair. We've got lots of local producers and suppliers coming in, and we'll have lots of tastings, lots of free samples. We're going to have lots of really good specials. We're going to have a sausage sizzle put on by one of the kids, all organic. A few little market stalls and the like as well. Music, face painting. We've got Fairy Emily coming, and hopefully you. Basically, it's an opportunity to come up. We want to meet you. If a lot of our home delivery customers, we actually haven't spoken in person, so that'll be nice. And I've got a little reward for you for coming as well. Look for your invitation in your boxes over the next few weeks. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Bye.